profession with knowledge of construction costs, contracts, and that's where our construction industry faces problems. Once you don't use such a profession, you get problems. You get problems by cost overruns, by contract failures, addendums that are not justified, and then if you always hear from our legislative or any authorities from the parliament, the PAC always queries such. Why do the projects fail here? Mostly fails in contract management, cost overruns, and due to lack of professionals applied. And thanks to the government of Rwanda that thought and implemented and built the School of the Built Environment where quantity surveyors followed. And I know the next few years, these queries and these problems that the government of Rwanda faces will be no more. Quantity surveying in our construction industry and even some people haven't known it. We still lack awareness. We lack, I think, big support. People to understand the role of a quantity surveyor. When you can't employ someone when you don't know what he's going to do. My biggest appeal is to the government of Rwanda and to at least people to start employing quantity surveyors, procurement. At least every district should be having a quantity surveyor. Where there's one-stop centers, Rwanda housing, even all public offices, in the contracts management, contracts drafting, contracts validation, a quantity surveyor should sit in such firm. And we hope we are going there. Where we can, we do tell, and the more, before we didn't have a good number of quantity surveyors. Now we have at least, we are around 30 registered quantity surveyors. By the time the school started, we are only two Rwandese who were here in Rwanda. It was not easy to just a number of two to start telling people that employ a quantity surveyor. Where are they? They were not there. But now, since at least all the registered ones are employed, I think I thank God for that. And most of the bidding documents now are coming out. I really see, I'm proud when I see that qualification. Maybe the people who are needed in the project, a quantity surveyor should be in it. So that is one milestone. The next milestone is you people to come out, young men and girls to come out also assist us to do mass awareness. That's what I'm about to say.
Being a choice in a company or an institution, it is like you are a backbone of that company. You are the one to let your company get profits or get losses. So being that important person is a challenge where most choices don't sleep, looking up and down for what can develop their companies. So what I can share with you is that choices has to work hard in hard so that their companies don't get losses. From my experience, I worked with on both sides, the consultants and the contractors. On both sides, the choices are the most people who are being approached by the company leaders, asking them, are we getting profits? Are we getting losses? What are the causes of the losses that we are getting? Or how can we improve our profit margins? So it is interesting to be a choice, but it is also a challenge when it comes on the side of the company can get losses because of you. So what I can tell you is that quantity surveying is a very good professional. When we look in terms of salary, they are the ones who gets the best salaries in this industry of construction industry. So I can encourage our brothers and sisters who are in universities or in running institutions to put up more efforts so that they enjoy the professional profits. It's you to put more effort so that when you finish your studies, the companies outside here recruits you and they are a quantity surveyor.
Hello, my name is Shima Isabel and I am a quantity surveyor by profession. I did a bachelor's degree in science of quantity surveying at University of Rwanda, College of Science and Technology, and I graduated in 2018, emerging as the best performer in the School of Architecture and Built Environment, as well as the College of Science and Technology. Right after university, I got a chance to go for a professional internship at a company which was owned by a former head of department at the University of Rwanda, College of Science and Technology. He was the head of department of the construction management. So it was easier for me because he came looking for someone who had good grades in some subjects, and I was on the top, so it was easier for me to get the job. Right now, I'm working with a new company because my previous job, I spent there like 2 years working as a site-based QS on a construction project, which was about constructing the Nyabigenge District Hospital. So now I'm working with GMK Architecture, and it's been 2 months now. Back then when I started university, I didn't know about quantity surveying, what quantity surveying was at the time. So I had a chance to know an organization. I can say it's an association, which is Rwanda Quantity Surveying Student Association. And through the association, I got to know what is a quantity surveyor, what quantity surveyors do in the construction industry, through public lectures from various professionals around the world in the construction industry. I got to grow my passion about quantity surveying. And I can proudly say from RQSSA, that's where I got the connections that I have today. They helped me to get internships and also all the jobs that I've been occupying till now. So I can say that opportunities are there in the construction industry for quantity surveyors. New companies are coming in the business, and the business in construction are understanding the role of a quantity surveyor, and they are willing to hire many quantity surveyors as possible. So opportunities are there. What students need to do is just to study well and have good grades and then create connections. I encourage young students in quantity surveying to go in the association, because that's where they will grow and have more knowledge about quantity surveying, what are needed in the field, and all the things that are needed in the quantity surveying profession. Thank you.
RQSSA stands for Rwanda Quantity Surveying Students Association. It's one of the significant students associations in Rwanda. It was established in 2010 by first graduates of the University of Rwanda, College of Science and Technology, former KIST, in the School of Architecture and Built Environment, Construction Management Department, Quantity Surveying Program. It's been operating in Rwanda for 10 years, since it was established in 2010. It's been operating in partnership with Rwanda Institute of Architects, Quantity Surveying Chapter, University of Rwanda, College of Science and Technology, where its siege is established. Rwanda Polytechnic Kigali College, former IPRC Kigali. It has different categories of members, including but not limited to probation members and effective members, where every quantity surveying student in Rwanda is considered as a probation member. However, after fulfilling the requirements, he or she becomes an effective member.
RQSSA organizes public lectures where different professionals come and speak to the students and share their experiences and tell them what to expect in the field. It also organizes a journal every year that collects articles from different experts who share their knowledge in the field and different contributions of the profession to the economy and the community at large. RQSSA also facilitates students to find internships. It provides recommendations. It also goes out and reaches out to companies who work with RQSSA to give students, members of RQSSA, internships. Also, it organizes other capacity building activities like research, trainings, and other activities that help to improve the students' knowledge and skills and make them competent so that by the time they go out in the field, they are competent and well skilled.
RQSSA Inkingi Journal is an annually issued journal that offers an opportunity to get a closer look at the quantity surveying profession, its influence in the construction industry, as well as other closely related industries. It allows students and professionals to talk about the quantity surveying profession.
This year's theme is the versatility of the quantity surveying profession. You might ask yourself, why did you choose such a theme? Where did the inspiration to choose it come from, and what exactly does it mean?
The current theme was inspired by a line from the 2017 edition written by the former patron, Mr. Biko. The line was, QS is arguably the most versatile profession in the construction industry.
We found one to be capturing and to have a profound meaning to it, to the point that we decided to make a theme out of it. The line particularly spoke to us because we wanted our fellow quantity surveying students, as well as the rest of the public, for all of us to have some awareness of this quantity surveying profession.
It means that quantity surveying is an adaptable and all-around profession. It embraces a variety of fields and has many uses and applications even beyond the construction industry.
The journal contains a variety of information because people such as professors as well as people with more than 7 years of experience, they all give us content which we compiled together to give you a clearer and wider view of the quantity surveying profession.
You should read it to understand more deeply the profession, what it does, what its role is in the society, and how it can help you in your professional and personal life.
Quantity surveying is usually thought of to be limited to the construction industry only, but this journal contains information and some examples on how quantity surveying is actually very versatile, since the science and knowledge of a quantity surveyor can also be applied to other fields outside of the construction field.
A quantity surveyor may be called upon when you need to perform the feasibility study for a company's or personal development project. He can help in statement cost valuations for insurance purposes. A quantity surveyor can work in assets management companies and very many other functions in relation to their qualifications. As you get to learn, whether you're in the construction industry, another corporate industry, or a civil citizen, you can use the help and expertise of a quantity surveyor, and this journal will give you an insight on how to.
We are honored to share such a vision with you by bringing this journey to life and sharing with you how versatile the quantity surveying profession really is. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fine. My name is Nathan KIBWAMI. I am the patron of the Rwanda Quantity Surveying Students Association, and I am delighted to offer some remarks in this video that is basically launching the 6th edition of the Inkingi Journal, a journal specifically put forward by the Rwanda Quantity Surveying Students Association. I'm happy that the association has reached this far. As you know all, in this era we have COVID-19, we have to be innovative. Maybe it would have been better to have a big congregation of people so that we can give a befitting launch to the journal. But I'm happy that the students have managed to come up with this platform to share and also reach out to all the various stakeholders to inform them about this launch. So I hope you will, or actually have enjoyed reading the journal. The journal is basically about the versatility of quantity surveying profession. To those who are not quantity surveyors, I will tell you that the training of quantity surveyors really empowers them to be versatile. It's a profession that basically has almost a bird's eye view, not all other professionals do. The journal has had interesting articles that you've read or you're going to read about the future of the quantity surveying profession, both in Rwanda and also in East Africa and outside these territories. I would say that the future of the quantity surveying profession in Rwanda is promising. As you can see, that there is lots of construction. So the opportunity for the current graduates and all those that are undertaking quantity surveying programs, the opportunities are immense. But I must say that the quantity surveyors generally, and those in Rwanda and the region, we need to be adaptive to changes. As you know, there are lots of changes. Give an example of technological advances in the quantity surveying profession that are really affecting the way quantity surveyors, or rather how we do work. So if you're a quantity surveyor and you're not adaptive to these changes, then it's likely to be complicated that in future maybe some of your work will be done by other people or will be done by machines. So although the future of quantity surveying is promising, it's important to acknowledge and understand that there are going to be a number of things that are going to be changing, and quantity surveyors need to rise up, need to stand up to be counted. For this, it's important, as you see in these student associations, that platform is provided for quantity surveyors to grow right from students, and also to be able to join associations like RQS chapter, and hopefully at some point in time, obviously, when the profession grows, to have independent quantity surveying associations or even laws that are basically governing how quantity surveying work is done. So thank you once again for watching this video and reading the journal. As usual, as you read in the message I provide in the journal, I call upon various stakeholders to come and support such student associations, because professionalism doesn't start when you're in the field. It starts right away when you start embarking on the program. So these students need to be mentored, and also they need to be provided the necessary support and platform to be able to interact with the world of work, to interact with the professionals out there, and also any other kind of, say, financial support to basically support their activities. Thank you very much, and I wish you well in all your endeavors. And God bless you. Bye.